Hey everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. Happy Saturday. Thanks for being here, guys. So in today's video, guys, I am going to talk about seed time and harvest and how we can relate manifesting to the process of planting a seed and then reaping a harvest. So if that sounds good, stay tuned for the video. I also want to let you know that if you're interested in any extra support, if you would like to work one-on-one with me, have some coaching, if you're interested in my course, all of that is going to be available down below in the description box, so you can follow the links down there. We also are giving away a free course, and we are also going to be giving away a couple free coaching sessions, so you can find out how to get signed up for those also in the description box. So check out anything that you might feel like you want for extra support down below. All right, let's jump into this video. So guys, when you think about seeds, everything, all life, everything that is going to produce and create comes from a seed. So if we're talking about plants, if we're talking about life, if we're talking about animals, all of that comes from a seed. And your thoughts are also producing. Your thoughts are creating, and they are also a seed. All right? Your thoughts are a seed that you plant into the subconscious, right? So let's just talk for a minute about a seed. When you plant a seed, when you put it into the ground, you put it in the ground, you cover it with dirt, you have to take care of it. So first and foremost, we're going to take care of our seed, right? We water it, we fertilize it, we pull up the weeds. Those are things you have to do to ensure that the seed is able to live and grow and produce something for you. Now, let's relate that to our thoughts. When you plant that thought of desire, and we're talking about a specific person here, and remember, though, all manifesting is the same. So this relates to anything. If it's health or a job or income, it's all the same. But if you're planting that seed in your heart that you are with your specific person and the relationship now is thriving and it's healthy, you have to take care of that seed. You have to take care of that thought. Just the same way that you would have to take care of the seed that you put in the ground. So you have to water the seed that's in the ground. You have to pull up the weeds. You have to fertilize it. You have to do the same thing with this seed that's in your heart. You have to take care of that. So you water it by continually putting attention on the outcome that you prefer, by continually reaffirming the story that supports your end. That might look like affirming, we are past the fight. We are past the baggage. My specific person loves me and only me. We are free of any third party. The third party has moved on. My specific person chose me. My specific person loves me unconditionally. My specific person and I have complete and total forgiveness in this relationship. It's watering that seed with all of the thoughts that are going to support the happy, the healthy relationship, whatever it is that you're wanting to harvest, manifest in this seed. Is it the commitment? Is it marriage? Whatever it is. You're going to water that seed continually by focusing on the outcome that you prefer. Now, another part of taking care of a seed that you've put into the ground is pulling up the weeds. It's pulling out those things that might choke out the seed, right? So that old story always wants to come in when we're creating a new one. When you have a seed of a new story, you can think of those old thoughts, those old stories, those old reminders about the old relationship as the weeds. You simply pull them up. You have to just be aware of them and replace them with the new story. Now, that doesn't mean they're never going to come in. Like, you're going to get weeds and things that come up in your garden. It happens. So those old stories, those old things are going to come in. But your job is to simply be aware of them and remind yourself, that's not where I'm going. That's not my end. I now have a new story. I now have a new creation that I'm planting. And you're pulling out those weeds when you do that. It's the awareness that is most important. It's the awareness to turn your attention from that old story, that thought that wants to come in that's simply a pattern. It's used to being there, and saying, no, I'm not going to accept that. No, I have a new story. Staying aware of it. So you're taking care of your seed in your heart just as you would take care of something that you've planted in the ground, right? You're going to water it. You're going to fertilize it. So that means you're going to revisit daily the story that you prefer. You need to keep that in the forefront of your thinking. I recommend that clients do that at least twice a day, maybe morning, evening. And if you can do that more often, the the much better it's going to be. The faster that your seed is taking root, the faster that you're impressing your subconscious. Because that's what we're doing here. We are impressing the subconscious to believe this, to accept the story. So you're going to have to continually feed your soul with the story that you want. You're going to have to consistently redirect your thinking, pull out the weeds. But what you're doing is supporting this seed so that you can have a harvest, so that you can reap what you've sown, so that it will show up in the 3D for you. You're taking care of your seed. Okay. Now let's talk about the soil where we're planting our seed, the subconscious, the mind, right? We have to really keep that in a state that it's going to receive this seed. And the way that we do that is think about who we are. Think about how unlimited we are. Think about that we are connected to unlimited source, to divine source, to God, right? We are connected, and we are a part of that quantum field where everything exists. So that's also something that I always encourage people to do is build your foundation. Keep the soil fertile. Keep the soil in a state so that it can receive these new desires, these new stories, that it can receive them and support them. And guys, this is something, that you always need to do. Be reminding yourself that you are source in your reality, that you are connected to unlimited divine source, that nothing is off limits, everything is on the table, everything is possible. You need to cultivate that belief within you so that you're always ready to receive a new story, that your subconscious is easily molded, that your subconscious is easily going to receive something, so that no matter what your 3D looks like, if the very opposite of what you want to have show up in your reality is showing up right now, if you're seeing the opposite, your subconscious is still very strong because it believes that you're unlimited, that you're connected to source, that you can have, do, or be anything. So this is a really big part of it. You also need to be affirming that daily. Do that along with your affirmations, along with, believing in your new story, reminding yourself, it's all within me. I'm creating it all. I'm unlimited. I can choose anything. I can decide anything. I'm connected to source. I'm connected to the unlimited divine source, the creator of all. And I can create any experience that I want. This is a huge part that we often miss. We sometimes just want to jump right in and go to the manifestation. But you've got to believe that what you're doing is going to work. You have to believe that you're unlimited. You have to believe that you can create the life of your choosing, and that you don't have to get permission from anyone, that you don't have to get anyone else's approval, that, no one else's opinion about your situation matters, that it's all you. That's a huge part of it. When you really work on that, you're going to find that your manifestations come in so much easier for you because there's less resistance, because at the very core of your foundation of belief, your soil is ready to receive a new story. Your soil is always ready to support you in whatever seed that you're planting. So that's a huge part of this. There's a verse in the Bible that talks about throwing seeds out, and it depends on the kind of ground that is there when the seed is thrown out. The soil may not even produce, if it's dry and not ready to receive the seed. So you need to keep your soil always ready, always cultivating your belief. And that's supporting you. That's putting yourself on the pedestal. That's realizing that, you are the priority, that you are the main source, that you are everything in your reality. You're everything. You are it. Your whole reality is coming from you, from your perception. So lavish time in building that belief, lavish time in creating a fertile soil that's going to receive any story that you want to plant. It may seem outlandish, but when your heart believes in the impossible, when your heart believes that everything is possible, when your heart believes that you are connected and you are unlimited, then whatever you see in the 3D doesn't matter, because your heart says, oh, this is the desire. This is what she wants, or he. This is what they're preferring. Fine. Your heart is ready to receive that new story, and it's not worried about what's showing up in the moment in the 3D. So, guys, your manifestation, your desire, your thought is a seed that you're planting in the subconscious, and your subconscious is that soil. It's your garden. And I want you to know that you can create anything you want. You can plant any seed that you want. And you need to always be supporting yourself, supporting that subconscious, creating a strong belief, creating an unshakable faith, a strong faith, a high level of faith, so that you can grow that garden. You can grow anything that you want, that you can reap the most beautiful, amazing things in your 3D reality. So I hope this was really helpful. I hope it created a good picture for you. And I hope that it helps you kind of see things in a literal sense, maybe. So guys, thank you for watching. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, sign up for some coaching. I would love to help you with your seed and your desire. All right, guys, thank you. Bye.